after NDTV reported that two independent members of the National Statistical Commission have resigned after the BJP-led central government allegedly failed to publish their report on employment that was ready last month itself. The government has now called for a meeting with those members. Now, the Secretary of Ministry of Stats have asked them to come in for a meeting. Let's go across to Alisha, bringing us the latest on this. Alisha, so clearly an impact being seen of the NDTV report that talked about the resignation given by the two members on this panel who clearly came out to say that the commission had been sidelined, and despite the jobs report being prepared in December itself, the government was sitting on it.
Well, Sonal, what we have learned is that the Chief Statistician of India and also the Secretary to the Ministry of Statistics and Planning Implementation has called for a meeting with these two members of the NSC who resigned the day before. We don't know what will be the outcome of this meeting or what they're going to discuss. It's possibly a reconciliation measure. Of course, we don't know that yet, but what we do know is that today itself at the Sardar Patel Bhavan, they have been called for a meeting with the Secretary and the Chief Statistician. We have been independently trying to contact the government for a response on this as well. We were told that they constantly have meetings lined up. It's only now we've learned that one of these meetings is also with these people who resigned. Now, effectively, the commission still stands because there is one ex officio member in the commission, but all independent members of the commission are now out of it. And the bone of contention largely with the ministry is on two accounts. One of them is the GDP back data series, which was published, and they were not too happy with how there wasn't enough consultation with them. And the second, of course, is the employment-unemployment survey, which they had signed off on in December last year itself, but it has still not made it to the public domain. So what they feel is that as people who have the responsibility of maintaining the sanctity of this data and ensuring that it is tight, accountable, they have been sidelined. Not enough consultation has happened with them. And of course, their authority then is constantly being bypassed. And in such a situation, they will be the ones who will earn the flak for it if this data is not correct or not made available at the right time. So we even spoke to Pranab Sen, who is a former Chief Statistician of India, and he agreed and said that that was perhaps the only thing that they could have done in these circumstances, and that the fact that their authority is being bypassed again and again is not something that this government has, been doing from the very beginning. Until 2016, he says, when he was in the commission and leading this team, there was no such pressure, but increasingly there is pressure, and their authority in some ways is, not being given enough importance. So let's see what the outcome of this particular meeting will be, but surely some efforts are being made to at least have discussions on why, they would have tendered a resignation like this and what could possibly be speculating here, but, be an attempt to reinstate them as well.